Nowadays, with almost everyone owning a cell phone and with cameras being omnipresent, it's difficult to miss something. But what do these cameras actually see? If you're curious and you want to see some of the weirdest footage filmed on camera, it's time to watch as we count down 30 of the weirdest things ever caught on security cameras and closed-circuit TVs. Number 30. Demolition of the Surfside building. The Champlain Towers South condo building in Surfside, Florida was demolished in its entirety. The search for survivors at the partially fallen building was halted so engineers could secure the site and prepare for the demolition, which was critical in allowing officials to continue seeking for survivors safely while eliminating the threat posed by the remaining structure. Search and rescue crews were to resume their efforts on the debris pile after the area had been judged secure following the building's demolition. It's quite the spectacle to see a building fall, but if it allows for victims to be saved, it's even better if it makes things easier for the rescue squad. Number 29. Bears confronting people inside a store. Some wild bears in the Lake Tahoe area are getting a little too comfortable with humans. The bears just walk into the convenience stores and eat whatever they can find, and it's up to the store clerk to deal with it, even though it was never mentioned in their job descriptions when they were hired. I'm sure they would have declined the job offer if they were told huge bears were clients of the stores. Besides being extremely dangerous, the bears cause havoc in the stores, grabbing everything on site and destroying racks and food supplies in the process. At least no one was hurt, but when is it going to stop? I guess when people stop building the homes right next door to the bears. Unfortunately, that's not about to happen anytime soon. Number 28. Woman steals booze. How many bottles of liquor can one woman take and get away with? The answer appears to be 18. After walking into a liquor store, the woman in this video continued to brazenly hide many bottles of alcohol in her purse, slacks, and shirt. SPD shared security camera footage of the woman glancing about the store before swiftly cramming bottles into her purse. She then appears to establish contact with an accused accomplice in the store's corner, who gives her another bottle, which she quickly places down her pants and between her legs, followed by another, which she quickly places down her blouse. Before leaving the store, the woman stuffs a couple more bottles into her handbag, places one on the counter, and waddles out the door with a total of 18 bottles of booze in her hands. Later, the shoplifting suspect surrendered to the police. She was taken into custody and charged with misdemeanor stealing. What just happened was mind-boggling. How could this woman put all these bottles under her clothes and not be seen by a store clerk? Number 27. Doctor flips rubber glove. Karma is a wonderful thing. That phrase is frequently used, but how many people really understand what it means? In this video, this doctor decides to be amusing and flips a rubber glove at a nurse standing in front of him, promptly dishing out quick karma. As this doctor flips his glove, see what occurs. That was not at all what he expected. You can tell this doctor was humiliated as he tosses his glove and slaps himself in the face. I like how after thinking about what happened, he just stands there for a minute before going on with his day. My favorite is the slow motion version. You can tell he took his time to make sure he got everything just perfect, only for the glove to fall off and hit him in the face. Thank you, karma. Thank you for the amusement. Number 26. Elephant cleans up trash. When no one was looking, a CCTV camera caught an elephant rifling through a trash can. But the magnificent creature didn't only rummage through the trash, it also threw the trash back into the bin. The video has almost 2 million views on YouTube, and the elephant in question has been complimented by people all over the world who say they've learned a thing or two about littering from this clever creature. Was the elephant conscious of what it was doing, or was it just practicing its basketball skills? Only the elephant knows, but at least the area was left the way it was found. Number 25. Thief tries to flee gold shop. A CCTV camera caught the moment a bumbling thief tried to flee with a gold chain, but was stopped by a closed door. The 27-year-old man entered a jewelry store in Thailand and requested to try on a gold chain. He paused for a moment to get used to wearing it around his neck before stomping his heels and rushing for the exit. However, the thief's getaway was thwarted when the owner closed the door after becoming suspicious. Before the cops came, the thief was forced to return to the counter and return the necklace. He was remanded in detention after admitting he had the intention of stealing the jewelry. He told the authorities he didn't have any weapons and was only thinking of selling the jewelry to supplement his income after losing his job. Unfortunately, that isn't a justification for stealing. Number 24. Motorcycle chase through shopping mall. A thrilling police chase that took the suspect through a crowded shopping mall and down a moving escalator is what you see in this video. The motorcycle is seen taking a detour through the mall in video obtained by a combination of police helicopter cameras and the retail mall's CCTV. The culprit is seen driving through Surrey roads with police in pursuit in a chase filmed on camera from a police helicopter. The motorcycle chooses to take a detour through the mall after being followed into the parking lot. Shoppers hastily move out of the way as the suspect drives past shops and down one of the mall's escalators, according to surveillance cameras inside the mall. He then exits the mall and drives south on Highway 1 toward Langley, British Columbia. To avoid injuring innocent bystanders, the cops called off the chase, which was the right call, but a dangerous person like this must eventually be apprehended. Number 23. Japanese prank. This Japanese prank is insane. People walk into an elevator, and the minute they do, the floor opens up and the people fall down the open floor for a meeting with the devil. Hopefully it's on a nice cushiony mattress that absorbs their fall, even though it must be crazy hot down there. I must admit, it's quite the prank as long as no one died of a heart attack in the process and the devil isn't really there. Number 22. Weird car crash. Witchcraft? Or is there some sort of supernatural force at work? When a video from China appeared to show cars inexplicably pulled up by an unknown force, internet theorists proposed it was some sort of witchcraft at work or evil spiritual forces, because people always need some sort of supernatural explanation for something they don't understand. 3 cars at a busy junction were seen floating up in the air for a few seconds, bouncing like ragdolls, and then plummeting back to the ground, with one car landing on its side, and horrified witnesses were seen fleeing. It was later discovered that the culprit was a cable line that had become tangled in the street sweeper vehicle visible on the right side of the screen, forming a tripwire. Number 21. Forklift saves car from thief. In the Czech Republic, forklift workers were able to stop an alleged car thief, and it was all caught on camera. When 3 forklift drivers were able to box in the burglar in the red car, you can see him trying to flee. They were able to detain the thief until the cops came. Because forklifts are so heavy, there's no way the driver could have tried to ram his way through them. He might have been able to smash into a car, knocking it out of the way, allowing him to drive away if they had been blocking the road with cars. But that wasn't the case. Number 20. Surveillance camera captures Surfside condo collapse. From another angle, you can see the Surfside condo collapse to the ground in this surveillance camera footage. It falls to the ground like a deck of cards, imploding and creating a lot of dust in the process. It must be quite an experience seeing this in person, but it's never pleasant to see anything being destroyed. Number 19. Lightning strikes a home. This guy shares his home videos of his house getting hit by lightning. His backyard camera turned off just before the flash of the lightning hit. It must be a sign. The video is kind of spooky and it has an eerie tone to it, just like in those teen slasher films. Number 18. Cop afraid of rat. Watch the cop in this video jump and run when he sees this rat run right by him in the hallway. I'm not going to lie, I would have done exactly the same thing. But this guy is supposed to be protecting us. America's finest at their best. Number 17. 2 girls devoured by escalator. Watch these 2 girls fall in this moving escalator and never be able to get back up as they tumble and roll over one another numerous times. The escalator almost looks alive and like it's about to eat them both. This is what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing or you decide to text your friend. Number 16. Dog loves ice. This dog is curious, and as he begins to walk onto the frozen side of the pool, he wants to see what's on the other side. But the only problem is the other side isn't frozen, so the dog goes right through the ice and would have drowned had it not been for these people's quick reaction to run outside and save him. What I'm wondering is, if this is the owner's dog and the owner knows the condition of the ice in the pool, why is the dog walking in the backyard? These are the kind of things that make you say, Number 15. Woman stealing from store. Watch this girl steal items in this store and put them on her slinky dress. Where did the item go? I mean, this is a tight dress, and there isn't even the slightest bump on her dress. Does she have a special storage place I'm not aware of? Nah, It can't be. You must be kidding me. She keeps shoving stuff under her dress, under the watchful eye of what seems to be an accomplice. How much stuff can she fit in there? Wow, this woman should get a job fixing people's closets. She would make a lot of money doing that with her storage skills. Some people have absolutely no scruples. Number 14. Broken copy machine. This has got to be the funniest clip I have seen in a long time. This guy probably wants to play a prank on his work colleagues by making a photocopy of his behind, but when he sits on a copier, the glass of the copier breaks. Next time, before he does something stupid like this, he should go on a juice fast, or perhaps he wouldn't be stuck with his rear end inside a photocopier, looking like a complete idiot. Number 13. Bear walks into store. Bears, like us, occasionally need to go grocery shopping and utilize their retail coupons to save money. That's exactly what this bear did as he walked into the grocery store, looking for some goodies. Of course, all the other paying customers ran out as fast as they could, and who could blame them? Look at how big the bear is as he walks towards this customer in the aisle. My oh my, I can't imagine the feeling someone gets when they see a beast like that heading straight for them. The only thing protecting these customers from the bear is a pack of Hostess Twinkies. Help! Number 12. CCTV giving hilarious effects. Passers-by, making some look like they had congenital deformities. The effects are funny and worth the watch. Some of them even look like they're trying to walk this way. I guess the camera was either not working properly or the security guard working the camera wanted to have some fun. Number 11. Garbage can takes out kid. This poor kid is trying to do a good deed by moving the recycling bin across the driveway when the bin becomes alive and knocks him over the head. The poor kid tries to shut the lid one more time, and the bin retaliates, knocking the kid over the head again. The kid finally gets the idea and keeps one hand on the lid while pushing the bin across the driveway. But when he gets to the other side, and he removes his hand from on top of the lid, only to get knocked out again. Then the bin really comes to life and begins to walk, knocking the kid to the floor. Man, this kid is getting the beating of his life from an inanimate object. Have you ever seen something like this before? It's kind of funny, as long as the poor kid is okay. I feel for the poor kid, even though I laughed out loud. Number 10. Girl rips off the head of sculpture. A juvenile girl defaced an exquisite sand sculpture in the foyer of a Honolulu hotel this week, and the 5-star resort's video cameras filmed the whole affair. In a video, one of the females throws rubbish at the sculpture before attempting to break it up with a pillow. She eventually scales a barrier to get closer to the sculpture and removes the nose of a man and the head of a girl in the sculpture. Why would a teen choose to do something so naughty? Is she not happy at home, or is she just plain mean? Only she knows, but that's a kind of behavior that's not appropriate, no matter what age you are. Number 9. Raccoon breaks roof. The family of this home hired a new roofing company to fix a problem on the roof, and the company's inspector decided to check out the roof in the middle of the night. You can see him on the roof, checking out the damaged parts, so much so that he makes a hole in the roof so that he can see what it looks like from the inside. Perhaps he will find a nice apple pie on the kitchen table when he finishes his estimate. Number 8. Van with cows spins out of control. Watch how this truck driver takes a reckless turn on this quiet street at night, and the truck inevitably falls to the side and crashes into the wall of a building as the cows in the truck go flying out of the roof. For the cows, it was probably a blessing in the sky, since they had a chance of escaping the slaughterhouse momentarily. But what if someone had been walking on the street that night? Number 7. Ceiling fan falls. It's quiet in this house on a sunny afternoon, and this fan is working hard to keep the household cool. The family dog is taking a nap, and nothing could wake him up, except that the fan comes crashing down to the floor like it does. Thankfully, the dog is okay, and it's such a small dog, there's no way he can be blamed for what just happened. If the dog was a Great Dane, it would have been arrested. Number 6. Makeup gone wrong. This YouTuber was giving one of her routine makeup tutorials to her audience when suddenly the entire room moved and the lipstick she was applying just colored part of her face. The girl panicked and was scared to death by the incident, but anyone would have reacted the same way. The good thing about what happened is that she was now ready to audition for the next Batman movie as the Joker. Number 5. Girl protects dogs from bear. Fights between bears and people may appear to be a thing of the past. However, a California teenager charged at a black bear in her backyard to protect her dogs from an assault. She miraculously managed to knock the bear from a wall and save her dogs. She didn't appear to hear Wyoming's Game and Fish Department's advice about avoiding bear fights. The obvious question is, how should you protect your dog from a bear, according to the authorities? Even the girl who pushed it confesses it wasn't the best decision she'd ever made. There are other aspects to consider, but if your dog is not leashed and is already fighting a bear, bear spray is the only viable option. The less obvious question is, why did a bear find itself in a teen's backyard in the first place is there, and in Los Angeles County no less, just a few miles from the freeway? Why are there so many bears in suburban areas, in fact? Well, one of the reasons is the rise in bear populations, but it's only part of the explanation for the increased number of bear encounters. There are also more people, and they're living in different places than before. In 2020, there will be approximately 130 million more Americans than there were in 1970, and a growing population implies more land will be used for housing, hence more encounters with wild animals such as bears. Number 4. Crow stealing card. The last thing anyone would expect to see is a video of a crow swiping a passenger's prepaid transit card at a Tokyo train station. The crow seemed to swipe a woman's card from a ticket machine, presumably after it had been recharged. Previous stolen cards were frequently left on the rooftops of taxis or bus stations nearby, according to the media stories on the subject. However, the crow may have been captured by a local person who lives near the station, and those may be the last sightings of the thief. Number 3. Girl decides to dance on table. I'm not sure if this girl wanted to audition to work as an exotic dancer, but seconds after she climbs on this table to perform what looked like a dance, she lost her balance and took a bad fall, tumbling face first onto the floor. Her boyfriend was in shock after seeing this and just couldn't believe what she had just attempted to do. Some people have it and some don't. Number 2. Falling from escalator. Watching these short clips, I always wonder how people manage to fall in escalators when they are alone and no one pushes them or causes them to fall. How does that happen? Are they real clumsy or just plain looking at the birds? Which one is it? I guess we'll never know, and there will always be people tripping over their own shoelaces. Number 1. Bear catching snow. It's not just humans who enjoy catching snowflakes. These visitors were seen going across a neighbor's front yard, with one of them stopping to enjoy the show. This bear is so adorable the way he puts out his paws to try to catch the snowflakes. That's the moment when you just want to step outside and give the bear a hug. But then you realize Mama Bear is not that far away, and you just keep fantasizing about it. Okay, so we have seen some funny incidents and some not so funny ones. But the one that got me was the woman who walked into the liquor store and kept putting bottle after bottle under her clothes. How crazy was that? I must say the kid with the recycling bin was also very good. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of the 30 weirdest things ever caught on security cameras and closed-circuit TVs. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.